And then I want to give Jill some time. So I took notes for my announcements. Okay. So next, let's see. Oh, a prize, everyone. I'm excited about this week's prize because it has nothing to do with fitness. Haha. But it's really cute. So it's this really adorable, it's like a rock ring. It's a stone.
Am I winning that tonight?
One of you is.
Oh, thank you, Kelly.
So it's this anyway, it's really cute. I bought one for myself. And so I was like, to test it out for you guys because I'm nice like that. Anyway, it's cute. I'll model it for you. And so one of you guys can win one of these because I thought they were really unique. It's like from this person on Etsy.
Oh, that's cute.
You like it?
Uh-huh.
Wait a minute, that's wrong.
Anyway, so I will write your guys' names down if you have done your power of threes and you're here. So who all has done their power of threes this week?
Shoot. I've been really bad about posting, but I've done everything else.
You're all shoot. All right. Well, if you did let's say the majority of it, that's good enough.
Yeah. I talked to a lot of people. I just didn't post a ton.
Okay. So who else?
I've been working it like a mad dog.
Good girl.
You know what I did was I created another list of 100 people.
Uh-huh. Oh, wow.
And I started going through those 100 people. So even though they're not my friends, I got lists of people.
Nice. That's, you know what? That's what I was going to talk to you guys a little bit about is some of you may have tapped out your warm market, so to speak, of just friends that you are, people that you know well. And now it's time to expand to your cold market, which is friends of friends and strangers. But it's still, you can still do it. It's totally doable.
So what I'm doing is I'm tapping in. My daughter is 24 and I'm getting all of her friends.
Nice.
All these kids, they all lived at my house. They're all growing up. So I'm like, now you kids owe me because I put up with a lot of crap.
Right.
So that's who I'm tapping into now, actually, is all of everybody in the world that she knows.
Sweet. Cool. Okay. And then Stephanie, how about you?
Yeah, I've done all mine. I just haven't written down all the names
Uh-huh.
of everybody, but I have it all checked off and I've done my workouts and I have posted. I post all the time, all day. It's about
it. Okay. And then Megan.
Yeah. I've been doing really good with my posting. I'm terrible though about talking to somebody and forgetting to write down that I've talked to them. And I need to be writing that stuff down though because we look back at that but I'm getting better. And
yeah.
I only missed one workout last week, but that's because I was puny. So
that's all right. That's awesome. Well, and one of the things I love about Facebook is that you can kind of see your most recent messages, So sometimes if I forget, I'll be I'll look kind of through the past week's messages in that sidebar, and be like, oh crap, I got to follow up with that person.
Yeah. Yeah.
I should be a little more organized, but that's kind of my ghetto way of doing it. So, okay, well, and that's why Jill's going to be talking about getting our crap in order, but let me do a couple more announcements and then I'll turn the time over to her. Have any of you guys tried the intern application thing, kind of like I did recently?
What did you do, Gabrielle?
Nothing. All over.
Oopsie.
Oh, yeah. Okay, go ahead. Sorry.
Have any of you tried that? Because it's been really fun to do, and the people that are signing up are so excited to be coaches. It's really fun to have them
humps.
I'm scared to try that because I feel like I haven't been doing it long enough.
That's how I feel.
Yeah.
And I feel like when I finish T25 that I may have this somewhat transformation and be able to show before and after and then be able to encourage something like that. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yep.
So
Yeah, I can see that. I mean, you could just try like one and be like, hey, and just see what happens. That's what I did. I was like, okay, this is probably not going to work. And then I did it, and I got way bigger response than I was expecting. And they were people that had never even done Beachbody stuff, like people that don't even know Beachbody, but they were like, yeah, I want to do this. It was kind of shocking, actually. So you could, instead of saying I'm accepting 5, just be like, I am loving what I'm doing so much that I would love to like train to offer one internship for someone else. And then, just do one, like make it at a baby step and make it more like, I'd love to like teach a friend to do this with me and kind of take it from that approach. It's been really going really, really well. And, anyway, and I'm trying to kind of come up with a system for you guys, but I highly recommend it, especially for those of you guys that are, kind of, it's getting towards the end of the month. And if you're really wanting to hit Success Club this month, that might be a good way to do it.
You're talking about your transformation picture that you did, and then the internship thing underneath it, right?
Yeah, I said like exclusive opportunity, and I said 5 interns, and I was not going to post a transformation picture. I mean, you could like use something else to represent. I know when Micah did it, and I've seen Mindy Wender do it, she just posted a picture of her face, Mindy Wender did. And then when Micah did it, she just posted a picture of her in like workout clothes. So, I mean, it doesn't have to be this mind-blowing like before and after thing. I think it was, if you just kind of talk about like, I'm having so much fun. I love it. I love getting paid to work out. That was one of the things that people, I think, really hit people was like, oh my gosh, I get paid to work out. Yes, please. So anyway, I just love to encourage you guys to try it just because it's been going really well for me. And I think even if you guys got just like one person interested, it would be success,
Mm-hmm.
I created my post today to post it tomorrow.
Okay, cool.
So we'll see.
Yeah, and feel free to like message me if you guys want to me to look it over before you post it, because I know it's kind of scary. Okay, and then March 2nd, we're doing the 21 Day Fix group as a team. And don't forget that it's $28 off this month, like the challenge pack is. So you can mention that in your post. And one thing that I wanted to talk to you guys about that I wondered might be happening, because this has happened to me, is that sometimes when you post the name of like the program that you're doing, I've had people actually buy the program just like on Amazon and then come to me later and be like, oh my gosh, thanks so much for sharing that you did the 21 Day Fix. It's been going really well for me and I love it. And I'm like, oh, where did you get it? And they're like, oh, just Amazon. But I saw that you posted about it. And I'm like, crap.
Yeah. Yeah. I haven't had somebody actually buy it that I know of.
Mm-hmm.
But I've had a couple of people in their messages tell me, where did you get the Shakeology? I've looked it up and I can't find it. Or where did you know what I'm saying? Instead of asking, they're going, on their own and doing it, and we're losing sales.
Right. It's like, because I think people have like that do it yourself, like, well, I'll just do it myself without a coach and save myself some money. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And so one thing I think that I'm going to try to do more is just say like, hey, in my last post, I said, I have done this 21 day program, just make it more vague. Like I'm doing like a fitness mentoring for February, something that's more general than like, here's a picture of the 21 Day Fix. I'm offering this 21 Day Fix thing. And then people are like, well, I'll just Google it and buy it from there. I don't want to have to deal with this, going through someone or whatever. So that might be something to think about and keep in mind when you're doing when you post about it. And then if someone says, well, what are you doing? What is this program? Then I just message them and say, this is what I'm doing. Here's a YouTube video, blah, blah, blah. And I always say, want to get it through my link? Because remember, if they buy it through you, they get that free bonus DVD. So I always try to mention that in the very first post or the very first message is like, don't forget, you get that free video if you buy it from me, so anyway, I wanted to mention that. And also that I've been thinking about you because I know a lot of people are, you know, working their tails off and still struggling to like to find people to help. And one idea I had was to maybe put a little bit more of you in your posts, especially about your challenge group. Like maybe just sharing a little more of your story or a little more of like how it helped you. Maybe some sort of picture of you, and it doesn't have to be like you in a like sports bra. You know what I mean? It can be a picture of your face 2 months ago or whatever. But just like putting just a little more of you in it, because that's what's really going to resonate with people versus like, here's a picture of the 21-day fix program, you know? And I would say as a last resort, you can always post like a before and after from someone else, but I just think that you'll have the most success when you say like, here's how it's helped me. And it doesn't have to be this like amazing transformation before and after picture. So anyway, those are my thoughts. Final thought was Instagram ideas. If you're struggling with what to post regarding like fitness wise, here's kind of my system. I do Motivation Monday. I'm going to try to do a Transformation Tuesday here and there that's like, but not necessarily like a before and after, but some sort of, you know, just showing how it's my progress, I guess. And then Wednesday, like a workout Wednesday, you could do a selfie. Thursday, you can do Thankful Thursday. Friday, you could do a Foodie Friday. And I'm not saying to do all of those in a row because then you'll be that obnoxious infomercial, right? But pick 1 or 2 of those to do a week, and that way you're kind of mixing it up. And so, okay, those are my thoughts. Now I'm going to turn it over to Jill because she has been getting super organized. She just started coaching a month ago, but she was telling me like all these things that she's been doing. And so I was like, hey, you need to share this with the team. And then also she recently did a free 5-day Eat Clean challenge group. And I was like, hey, I want to be in this. I want to see how you're doing it, you know, because she is my sister and I wanted to stalk her and like kind of critique. And she rocked it out. Like I didn't have to, I mean, I was learning from her. So I also wanted her to share how that went and like what she learned and how, you know, how it helped her and that kind of thing. So I'll turn it over to you, Jill.
Okay. All right. We'll start with the organizing stuff. So I cannot function in chaos.
Sorry, you guys.
Hang on. Is that you?
Oh, it's Gabrielle.
I was like, is that my house?
I know. I was like, crap, Jill, you're going to have to exit the building.
I know, I'm like, my kids are sleeping. I'll go get them. Anyway, I can't function in chaos. And I feel like when I started BeachBody, I had all these ideas or just things that I was like, yeah, I need to do this, 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 and this during the day. And I couldn't function because that's all I would think about was all this stuff. So the first thing that I did was take a pen and paper and I just wrote down everything that I do for BeachBody, everything I do for coaching and everything I do in the back office. And I just got it on paper. So it was out of my mind. And then I can see it and organize it. And I kind of clustered it into groups for BeachBody. And I have this awesome binder because I'm a pen and paper person, but everything that's in here, I print from the computer. So if you're a computer person, you can keep it on the computer. But my husband got me this for Christmas, and you can make your own binder. Like these little thingies come out, and I have a hole punch for all the papers. So when I got all of my ideas out on paper, I started to organize them into just kind of what I do throughout the day and kind of chunk it into importance. And I revised this a couple of times. So I think that's the first thing you need to do is just get it all out, organize it, and then use it and see what you actually use and what you don't use, and kind of revise it and then make it. So this is my BeachBody daily list. I don't know if you can see that.
Yeah. Yeah, hold it closer so we can kind of see, like, yeah, okay, cool.
Okay, so when I first start working in the morning, I just pull this out. So I don't have to go, what am I going to do right now? You know, when I'm like, okay, I have my hour. What am I supposed to be working on? I just start at the top and work my way down whenever I get my chunk of time. And I try to work like from, 5 to 7 in the morning, and then 2 to 4 at nap time. And then before I go to bed, I check in on stuff. But that way I can see what I've done already through the day and know what else that I still need to do. And then I have a little section for if I need to add anything in, and then I can go back and revise this. And that's just and I have the date and my goal for the day. I think it's a good thing.
Now, I have a question.
Yeah.
Is this like a generic to-do list, or is it like personalized specifically with people for you, or is it, something that we all could use? Because I
personalized it for me just in Excel, but it's definitely something that if I sent, you could just,
that's what I was kind of inching for.
Yeah.
Don't hate me.
No,
anything that helps,
Oh yeah. Yeah. Anything that helps. Yeah. And I'm all about lists. I will like make a list so I can just cross stuff off that I've done during the day.
Hallelujah.
So this is actually the second revision of this list for BeachBody. And so when I use it throughout the week, I have one actually for every day. And I will write on it, and Sunday night I'll look at it, and if I need to update it before I print out for my week, I will update it or make any changes that I want to make to it and kind of revise it.
Do you print 7, correct? Or 5, or however many days you work a week?
Yeah, I do. I actually print 7. Sunday I'm not as diligent, but I figure if I have time, I still have my list and I know what I need to work on. And I know if you've done the Diamond Dash, now I can't remember her name. One of the girls does what she calls 30-10. And so she takes 30 minutes on Sunday night and plans out her week. And then 10 minutes every day to kind of update that week, or update the rest of the week, or just update that day. So I actually have on my life list, which we'll talk about in a minute, I have my 10-minute look at the next day and kind of write anything down that I need to. And when I made this list when I got everything out of my mind, I actually made like what I would do for coaching, what I would do as a team, like for the team part of it, and then what I do for BeachBody back office, and then what I do for myself. I actually see right here to have like my vision board and my affirmations, because I want to make sure that I review those and look at them every day. And I can send this out too. And I've got my power of 3 on there, and I just wrote done. Do it.
So this is in addition to this, right? It's not going to replace this. Okay.
No, that's in addition.
Good, because we're all about this.
Yeah, the power of 3. That's what's going to get you there.
Right.
So I do that 30-10. I try to do that 30-10. So I take 30 minutes and I plan my week, and then 10 minutes each night to kind of update it and make sure I'm on track. And then I don't feel like frazzled in the morning when I'm like, okay, I have my hour to really get things done while my kids are still asleep, and I've got my exercise out of the way, so I'm all energized, and I don't have to think about what I have to do. It's all right here. I can just start at the top and work my way down. And so I actually made this list first, and then I was like, okay, now I have BeachBody organized. Now I need to organize my life. So I wrote down everything that you just do during the day as a mom, like what your schedule is, what you want to get done, like laundry, cleaning your house, just everything that you try to get done during the week. And then I broke it down into days. And so I do the same. I print off one for each day. So I print off one for each day of these and one for each day of these. So this is my Thursday. And I have like my exercise in there when I'm doing my Beachbody. When I get my kids ready, when I get ready, I like a schedule. You can be more flexible if you like to have a little bit more flexibility. And then I have my evening, which has my 10-minute review. And it's got the Monday night checklist on there because I'm still revising all these. And then I even have like start the dishwasher because I'm horrible at remembering to start the dishwasher.
Nice.
My evening checklist is like start the dishwasher. And then I actually have I have my 10-minute review, and then I have a little chalkboard in my kitchen that I write like what is going on the next day, just the highlights of like if there's preschool, what we're having for dinner, that's on there too. Because I don't want to have to think about dinner when dinner time comes. I want to know what's coming.
Right.
Yeah. So, and I have, I went in and actually made a different list for each day. So I don't have to try and rewrite it every day, like what's going on. Like I know these are the things I do on Thursday. And if it kind of gets changed, that's okay. I can change it in here or cross things off. But this is generally my Thursday. So that's my life section. And then in the front of my binder, so I actually just have it like it's a calendar, right? And I just stick it in the week where it's at. So I put my 7 days in this week calendar. Yes.
No, I just have to run out for 1 second.
Okay.
Keep talking.
All right. So my 7 days stuck in this week so that if I need to write anything else down for the week or when people tell me things and I like need to go in the future and write it down, then when I go to make my list for that week, I can just look and see the 7 days, what's going on, and add it to my list. And let's see, we are in March. So at the beginning, I've got my power of threes for the next week. Then I stick a notepad behind it just so I can take any notes when I'm doing a power of threes, like if there's names I want to follow up with, or I'm like, oh, I should send this person an email about this. Then I can kind of refer back to my notes just as I'm working on my power of three. And then I made this today. Not that I have any challenge groups that are like my group, but I have a couple of people in there that I want to check on. So I guess we can kind of go into the clean eating challenge group. But I made this because I wanted to be able to keep track of individual challengers and, their name, their email, what their why is. And if I've added them to the Facebook group and sent them an initial contact email where you ask them what their why is or what they hope to get out of the challenge group. And then I put in there, the last one is invite to coaching. So at the very end, after they rocked their challenge, you can invite them to coaching.
Right.
Yeah. And so it has like the start date, the end date, like what the theme of the challenge would be, and then like how you get the challenge started. Nice. And then I have 9 spots on one page because hopefully you have at least 9 in the challenge group. I guess that's my goal because I want to sell 3 challenge packs a week, which hasn't happened yet, but that's my goal.
Will you hold it up just like a little bit closer so we can kind of just stare at it for a second? There you go. Okay, that's cool.
Here's the top part.
You know you're all hooking us up with these, right?
Yes, I totally will. I know, and I have plans to organize more too, because I want to like, I don't know, if I could create like a book, I would that's like, you know, you get a new contact in your email, you know, then what do? Like you can send them like when you get the customer contacts, what do you call that?
Like the leads, you mean?
Yeah. Yeah, we're giving customer lead. So like what's the email you send to the customer lead? And then like what's the next step? Or you have somebody that's interested in a challenge group, then you like send them this and you send them this, and then here's your second email. I know there's ones in there. I just need to like compile it into a book. So it's like all.
I'm slowly getting all of mine into Evernote.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, Evernote's a good one.
I have a notebook now for my leads, the email that I send them initially, and then where it could go from there and how to get them to challenge and all that. And so I just finished that one, so we'll see.
Nice.
Getting there.
I do like the idea of a binder though, because then it's like you just kind of flip through and see where you're at with things.
Yeah, and I can take this like upstairs with me, or if I like want to sit in the tub or like sit on the couch under a blanket, I can take this with me. I even bought a purse that it fits in, so I can take it to dance class. The girls are dancing and work.
Yeah.
But it's super nice. This is called the ARC system. If anyone's interested, they have it at Staples, and I have a little hole punch. Where did my papers go? That like punches these fancy little holes, and they just like pull in and out, so you don't have to like rip pages. You just kind of pop back in and pop back out.
Huh.
So you can put in anything you want. It's totally worth it if you like paper in your hand instead of on the computer. If you like it on the computer, everything here comes from the computer.
Right.
You can keep track of it from there. Any questions about that? Before I move on. I'm not in my pajamas because I just got back from my husband's work party, but
Oh, you look adorable though.
it's soft and warm. It could be jammies.
No, that's brilliant. I think we're all excited to get a copy and try it.
Yes, I can't wait.
Okay, good.
I'm a paper person too.
Yeah, me too.
I totally am. I know when they did that Diamond Dash training on like doing all of your calendar in Google, I was like, oh, I'm gonna have to baby step into that because I like to write it down.
Do you find that you do? Because that's what I'm worried about. I mean, I think I'm kind of a lot of actually a digital person, but so I'm not sure if I would actually like write down like my challengers and be like, hey, I did it. You know, it's like I'll do it, but I don't know if I'll actually like check it off.
Take it off.
You know, like do you tend to do that? Do you have a good habit of, you know?
I do, because I think I need the like pat on the back, like, yay, you did get something done today.
Yeah.
So I do like to physically like check stuff off.
Yeah.
Because I need that and for my personality and my sanity.
Yeah. Well, I know when you have kids, it's like, okay, I did do something today.
I didn't just scream all day.
Yeah. Okay, so share your secrets about your group and how it went.
Okay, so when I was doing the 21-day training for new coach training, and they said you should do a free cleaning challenge group, I kind of missed the boat that they were going to host it. I was like, all right, I'm going to do a free cleaning challenge group. And so I like made my post and I posted it, and I had a couple of friends that were like, yeah, I'll try it, because I talk about clean eating all the time. And so I think they were like, all right, let's see what you've talked about all the time. And I was like, okay. And then I was like, shoot, now what?
Yeah, in my group. Oh crap.
I know. It's like 3 days away, and now what do I do? And so I actually emailed Kelli and I said, do you have a menu that I can use for that? And she did. So use your upline coach. Or I'm sure if you searched online, if you didn't want to, you could find one. But I was like, whew, now I don't have to make a menu. It's already there. And so I just went online and I found like it's like 5 simple steps to eating clean. And I just kind of made a PDF of that. So if they've never heard of like what clean eating is, they can just read like the 5 little things of what clean eating is, and then the menu. And the nice thing about the menu, which I didn't realize it had, because I was just in such like here's great stuff, is it has the Shakeology on it. And so it's kind of a good way, if they've never heard of Shakeology, it's kind of opens that door where you can be like, oh yeah, I've been using Shakeology. It's awesome. If you want to try it, here's the link. But there's also a breakfast option that's not Shakeology. So you're not like, the only way that you can do this clean eating challenge is if you have Shakeology. So that was nice. Except for I did have one girl that was like, oh yeah, I didn't know you could mix it. And then her husband like ordered more Shakeology. And I was like, wait, no, order it from your account. She signed up under me. Anyway, but the first thing that I actually had the challengers do was sign up under me with a free membership, so that it lists me as their coach. And that way in the future, if they buy any BeachBody products or they do anything with BeachBody, you're already their coach. You don't have to worry about if they just go to Amazon and order it, because they already have an account, and BeachBody won't let you create like a whole bunch of accounts. So you just get one email, one account, and it will always list you as their coach. So that's kind of a nice way. Even if you're just talking about people, just be like, hey, you should just go, you just give them your teambeachbody.com /your username. And then when it comes up, it's like join BeachBody or be a coach. And they just click join the team or something like that. Join BeachBody. And then they can either buy the club membership or just do the free membership. But that way they're tied to you.
That's brilliant.
Yeah, because even when they order it on Amazon, it still goes to BeachBody. And
does it? I did not know that.
Yeah, it does. The only way that you can buy BeachBody products is on BeachBody. Because I think as coaches, we can't sell it on Amazon. I know that it was in one of the training things. But I think I bought like hip hop abs on BeachBody or on Amazon. And clicked on it to buy it. It just went to BeachBody, and I was like, oh, apparently you just go to the BeachBody account.
Okay.
So that way they can't just accidentally not buy it from you.
Right.
Which is super nice.
Yeah. And if they accidentally sign up as a coach, whatever,
then oops, they're your coach. Yeah, so that's a good way to kind of like always have them tied to you. Mm-hmm. And I sent out that email for how to have them all do it. Not all of them did it, but I had like 4 that did. And so I was like, sweet, if they ever buy anything, they're attached to me.
Now when you sent out that email, was that like as a group message? Was that after you kind of started the group, or?
That was before I started the group. It was kind of in that like welcome email of like, hey, this is the date that we're going to start our clean eating challenge. Here's the menu. Here's the 5 simple steps to clean eating. The first thing you need to do is go sign up under me for a free BeachBody membership. And then I was like, and then I'll add you to the group, right? And I said that, even though I was going to add them all anyway, but that way they were like, oh yeah. And then like slowly, it took a couple of days, they kind of started showing up.
Now, was that in a group message, Jill?
Yeah, that was in the, because I didn't have everybody's email. Because they had just commented on Facebook. So I just did a group message to all of them from Facebook. Excuse me.
Have you guys tried the group messaging before? Because I hadn't before until I said, Jill, add me to your group. And so she added me to the group message. And it's really cool. Like, you can title the group message.
Yeah, so you can keep track of it.
Add people like into it. So it's almost like a Facebook group, But the thing I like about it is if anyone comments, and this was what I thought was cool about it, if any, like some of her challenge, you know, her 5-day cleaning challengers would comment and be like, oh, this is so cool, I have a question. It kind of like sucked everyone into that, you know, back into like, oh yeah, I'm supposed to be in this group, or oh yeah, like I should be eating clean. You know what I mean? It kind of was like a nice reminder.
Yeah.
So I thought that was brilliant that you did that.
Yeah, it was really nice too, because then if I did add anybody, because I think even a couple days in, I was talking to my friend about just doing BeachBody challenges, and I was like, hey, or I think I posted a recipe, and she was like, this looks awesome, and I was like, hey, I'm doing a free clean eating challenge if you want to join, and she was like, yeah, sure, add me. And so just from her commenting on the recipe, I added her to that group. But it was nice because the group message is already there, and then you can just add somebody, and so it still shows like all of the
Previous stuff,
and then it has like the menu and everything in there, so I didn't have to like resend it to her. I just said like scroll to the top, the menu's in there. Anyway, so it just makes it simple, and you can title it, and so you can go back and go back to like clean eating challenge group and just click on it and type them a message, and yeah.
So Jill, have you had any problems? I did this after Kelli told me you were doing it.
Mm-hmm.
And so then I had this, one of my challengers messaging me about, oh, it was a long weekend, I ate chips, and wow, woe was me. And that's kind of her demeanor about her anyway, is just woe is me, blah, blah, blah. But I felt really bad because no one else in the group needs to hear that. Do you know what I mean? It would be, if it was a productive conversation, absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
But she's not a productive person. She is very negative and very Debbie Downer, and she is sucking the life out of me. I mean, one day she messaged me 28 times.
Oh, wow.
So when I created this group, because I thought it was so brilliant, what I realized was she was the first person to say, hey, what is this? This is great. And then messaged me, and I thought, now every single one of my challengers is going to be sucked into her whatever, instead of this being productive posting in the private Facebook group.
Yeah.
So I deleted my group right away. And 2 of my other challengers said, thank you.
Okay.
For doing that, because they felt like it was too much. They're part of the private group, and they're part of the group me. But they didn't want just yet another place for messages to be going on. Have you had any issues with that? I'm just curious, because I think it's just this one person it's going to spoil this group, but.
Yeah. I didn't, when I very first started the first day, I asked them a question, like on the message group.
Yeah.
And I said, be sure to post on the Facebook page, you know, how your meal went, or how, you know, any questions that you have for the day or concerns. But I said, be sure and post on the Facebook page. And then,
that's kind of like a more business section. Like, here's your menu.
Yeah.
Tools, this is the information. The rest of it is.
Yeah.
Okay.
So like, here's the getting us started. And then once it starts, everything's on the Facebook page.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
and you could say, Gabrielle, like you could just be like, hey, I'd be happy to message you about that individual, or, you know, hey, I'll send you a message about your question. And that way not everyone else is getting sucked into the drama.
Yeah, I did.
Oh.
No, it stopped. I deleted the group because she's messaging me 28 times a day. I didn't want her to, she doesn't seem to listen very well. So.
And I wonder if you could delete, because I'm new to
one person.
I wonder if you can delete a person and if they'll know. Do you guys, any of you know that?
Yes, they do, because I got asked that too.
Darn it. They would.
Yes, they do know when they have deleted. They know when you've added them, and they know when you have been deleted.
But I've been using it, like I've been using the group messages because it's, you know, like if I have like a kind of a bigger group or whatever, it's hard for me to individually message all of them and say, hey, how's it going? Hey, da da da. So I've been just using the whole group, and I'll say, hey guys, just checking in. If you're having any struggles, message me or text me. And that way it's like they know I'm checking in on them, but but they don't have to tell the whole group what's,
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I hadn't even posted anything yet. I just created the group.
She's like, this isn't where we like vent our frustrations about food and nutrition.
We find on our personal message that was already going on.
Oh gosh. Yes, I think that first day I kind of gave them an action, like, tell me what you had for dinner tonight, or what message, or like gave them a question or an action to like post on the Facebook page. And then just commented from that. And I tried to post what I was eating and post a tip. So they're kind of, that first day, they kind of get a lot of information so that it's not like crickets in there. And then I just kept checking back, but it seemed to work really well. People would share recipes. I actually got a really good recipe from somebody on that group, that spaghetti squash dinner, and it was really good. And then you talk about Shakeology, and then, you can add that to your platform. And then towards the end of the 5 days, I posted about the challenge group. And I didn't get anybody from that yet. I have 2 people in there that they had just had babies, and they're kind of waiting until they can really give it their all. But it gave me the confidence to run a group. I was like, okay, I can do this. It's not as intimidating as it seems. And to know it doesn't have to be perfect. It can just be, what you had to eat that day. And it made me actually want to make a clean eating page, which I haven't started yet because I need to focus in the right direction. But I think, Kelli, your Instagram idea kind of gave me that. I think I did mine as Fitness, Nutrition, Family, and that's kind of my focus, is I want to focus on like nutrition for the whole family, and not just, and I think I sent that out to my clean eating challenge when they were like, I find it really hard to make me food and to make my family food. And I'm like, you don't have to make you and your family food. Feed them. I'm like, my kids eat exactly what I'm eating for dinner, and they don't always love it, but one day they will. I keep telling them, today could be the day that you like tomatoes. So make sure you try them. Because today could be the day. And so that was, I think, my focus. And so now I'm going to go make a Facebook page that's more on fitness, nutrition, and family focused. But it just kind of, in the beginning, when everything seems so overwhelming, it kind of gives you that confidence of like, I can do it. And it doesn't have to be ginormous and big. It could be 5 days, and it can be 3 people. But
how many people did you have? It seemed like a small group, but I thought it was a good number.
Yeah, I think I had like 7 maybe in there by the end, because I kept adding people. But I think I started with like 5.
But I was surprised at the interaction. I thought it was really cool.
Yeah.
What do you think made it so interactive?
I think giving them an action item to do kind of helps with that. And I think you posting in there too, or posting a tip, or posting what you had for dinner, and then saying, what did you have for dinner? And it wasn't everybody posting every time. It was just like 1 or 2 challengers each day, but then it's made it seem like there was a lot going on all the time.
Right. And I do think like you always get your stalkers, because I did not comment or interact in her group at all, but I did like see her post, and I was like, ooh, that looks good. You know what I mean? Like, So it's like you are planting seeds, even if these people don't always like instantly sign up for a challenge group or whatever. It did make it be like, oh, Jill's really good at, I was like, wow, Jill's really good at this whole eating clean thing. And, it does set you up as an expert. It does, so there's a lot of benefits, I think. But
I almost think it's better than being an expert, because you're a real person.
Right.
Yeah.
So kind of like the other night, I was watching a lot of the back office teachings that there are, which, by the way, if y'all are not using the back office, seriously, there's some good stuff back there. But what I I kind of related it to was, while the people doing these teachings are the experts and the highest up and the highest up and the highest up, Micah and Tara are the real deal. And they're, it makes it more personable.
Mm-hmm.
So like, you maybe aren't literally an expert in nutrition. You don't
No.
have that background, but you're real. You're a real mom, a real woman with a real wife and a real family, and people relate to that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think one of the posts, the very beginning, one of the girls was like, I have a really hard time drinking all that water during the day. And I had just actually numbered my water bottles, which this one's kind of coming off, but there's a 2 on there. So I actually number my bottles like 1, 2, 3. And I think that's like a totally realistic thing to have, like a water bottle with a Sharpie 3 on it. And so I think just the real tips, like the real life, this is how I get my kids to eat vegetables. You know, I blend them up and put them in chili, or, you know, just those life experience expertise rather than, you know, I went to school and learned how to do this.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I always take a picture of whatever we ate and then the kids' plate. And if I post ours, I always post the kids.
Oh, nice.
Oh, that's
they say what we eat. It may be a different portion and they may have fruit added to theirs, but they eat exactly what my husband and I eat.
Yeah.
And I did the same thing with my water today. I posted that I drink 32 ounces or 33, whatever they are, of smart water a day. And that's how I know I've gotten all my water that I need. So I kind of do the same thing too, just like you said. So it makes it visual, but it's also very real. It's easy to do if you know, sometimes people just need to see a picture of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's smart. And one thing you could do, like if you're, you know, really wanting to meet your goal of like selling a challenge pack or helping 2 people that week or that month or whatever, is you could follow up. I've done this with my Eat Clean groups before, is I've taken the list of people and been like, hey, I hope you liked my Eat Clean group. I'm starting a new fitness group on this date. And if you're interested, I'd love to have you. It's kind of the same as, it's kind of, if you loved that environment, like that support group and that accountability, you know, you might love this. And it's just more like hey, here's an idea. You know, I feel like it's pretty casual and it's not like salesy. So
Yeah.
so then you can take that list and just ask. So, okay, well, any questions for Jill? That was awesome. All right.
No. Sorry, you guys had to watch me eat and stuff my face.
I made a video yesterday for that, which Kelli is going to show us how to post on YouTube.
Oh, yeah.
I realized after watching it, I was like, I talk out of the side of my mouth. I'm like, how weird is that? I drink a lot.
No. Did anybody happen to see the video I posted the other day?
Yes.
Okay. Did you see the comments?
The what?
Did you see the comments?
No, Everyone loved your accent.
Yes. Not one comment about content or motivation or anything that I was going. I had people comment about my accent.
You know
like
what? I was
multiple people.
How pretty you were.
Multiple people. And then I posted, I thought I was being sly, you know, and I posted a little snippet that cut off right before the best part of the video on Instagram so that people would have to go to Facebook to watch the rest of it. Okay. Well, this girl comments on it. She's like, totally off topic, Megan, but your eyebrows are awesome.
Like everyone's so distracted.
I'm like,
like,
okay,
so
I'm putting a paper bag on my face next time and gonna talk through one of those things that distorts my voice.
But
hey, at least I know they're watching it.
Yep.
But the good thing is that like people see you, you know, like we were saying, it's like, oh, now Megan's real. Like, you know what I mean? That's why I like these Zoom meetings, because we can all see each other and be like, oh, these are real people. Not just a profile picture. So if nothing else, you created that connection, Megan. So
I'm trying.
Remember, it's planting seeds. That's what I always tell it. Like, we're just planting little seeds here and there. So, okay, wait. 2 things. So, one thing I wanted to mention is next week we're having a meeting. I won't be there, but Gabrielle's going to host it.
Party! Mama's gonna be out.
And it's a book club. Remember, the fourth Wednesday is the book club, the personal development book club. So everyone come and share some snippets of whatever you're reading. And yeah, so she'll be hosting it. I'll be gone. But I thought, oh, well, we can still do it, you know? So anyway, there's that. And then I need to pick a prize winner. And then if you want to stick around, I was going to show Jill how to create a YouTube account because she doesn't know how. And I was like, well, I'll just teach everyone at the same time. So
I have one really quick question.
What's that?
I have a girl under me that's a discount coach, and she got, this is her second Shakeology, and it didn't come through mine, right? Like I didn't get the commission for it. So I called Coach Relations, and they said you don't get commission under anybody for you that's a coach. You just get those PV, like the team volume points. So do you think it's better to add people under you as a discount coach to get the volume points, or as a regular customer so you get the commission every month?
I think a discount because I think they're more likely to stick around if they're not paying as much.
That's true.
You know, and then they're more likely, I've heard statistics like people are more likely to become a coach when they're already a coach versus it's like a harder conversion to do a customer to a coach, you know?
Okay.
So, but that's interesting that that's the case. I did not know that.
Yeah. And I was like, but wait, I want commission.
Wait a minute here. They said like you don't make the 25%?
No. No, you don't make.
I'm ordering products through my husband, and I noticed that I'm not getting any commission from that, which is the whole reason why I ordered it through him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because he's a coach.
Yeah.
So you don't get their commission. Where's my paper?
So weird.
The guy that I talked to gave me the frequently asked questions, right? The FAQs that talk about it.
Yeah.
So I can send those numbers if you want.
Yeah, would you mind posting those in the group?
Yeah, that's interesting.
Yeah. I know. I was like, oh, rats. And then, because I sold those 2 packs of Shakeology, but I only got 1 successful point for it. And I was like, okay. I'm like, why was that? But one of them, they ordered as a home direct, and one they just ordered to sample it.
Right.
Yeah. So I was like, but hey, I'll take 1. 1 is better than 0.
Yeah, that's a bummer. Okay, I'm gonna pick these for the awesome rock ring. It's prettier in person, I promise. Okay, ready? These are like on Post-it notes.
They're stuck together.
Let's see, I don't even see the name.
Gabrielle! No.
Stephanie.
This is Stephanie!
Yay!
Stephanie, can you see it?
Yes, I see it. Thank you.
Oh, your face was frozen for a second. She's not even happy. It was like frozen in the face. So it was like. So yay. Okay, I will ship you one. Just message me tonight with. I'm sure I have your address somewhere, but it's easier if you message me. So.
Okay, thank you.
Oh, and I need your ring size too.
Okay.
Okay. So now, if anyone wants to stick around, I'm going to attempt to show Jill how to set up a YouTube account.
Well, I love you guys,
but
I'm going to bed.
I do too. It's 11 o'clock here.
All right. If no one else wants to, then
I'm sticking
So
around.
hey, you're recording this, right? So
Yeah.
I can
True,
go
I
back
can
and
record
watch it.
Okay.
Yeah.
All
It's
right.
11 o'clock here too, but I had some caffeine at like 5 o'clock, so I won't be going to bed for a while. 'Cause
Yeah.
caffeine-
Hey, wait, one more question before you guys go.
Yeah.
It would actually work better for me to do our meetings at 7 my time, which is like, what, 9 something your time?
Yes.
That would be like 6 your time, Gabrielle. I'm just wondering how many people could do that, because that would be better for me, because I've got 2 of my 4 kids would be gone. So that would be less kids for my husband to watch, which is always good.
I'm all for it, but I mean, whatever works.
Yeah, that works great for me, because then I could get up at 5 tomorrow instead of.
Right. I know. I was like, I know my Eastern time people will love that. So. Okay.
Where
Well,
are you at, Gabrielle?
I am in Washington.
Okay.
Soon
What part?
to be Oregon, hopefully. What part? Near Seattle.
Near Seattle? My husband's from Maple Valley.
Oh, really?
Uh-huh.
Little country town.
Yep.
So cute.
okay. Well, I'll ask the rest of the group, but we might end up doing it.
I'm hoping that I can quit my job soon to be full-time BeachBody, so then 6 would be perfect.
Well, you know what? You're going to have to decide on next week's meeting, Gabrielle, since you're hosting.
No, that's fine. Yeah.
So, you know what? I'm not going to ask in the group, because maybe we'll just start in March, like doing the 7 o'clock my time. So, Gabrielle, you just post whenever you can do it, and everyone will have to join.
No, just keep it whatever's consistent. That's fine.
Okay. Well, I'll ask then.
Yeah.
Okay. So,
And then I'll give away the prize next week.
Ooh.
okay. Hey, fun. That'd be great. Thanks, Gabrielle. So Jill, you have a YouTube account, right?
I do.
Jill, can you text, not YouTube, sorry, your Gmail account. Jill, can you text me your password? I'm going to log in as you. And then I can show everyone.
Ooh, be careful, Jill.
Dun, dun, dun.
Then I could show everyone your password and your social security number.
Ow.
I'm going to listen, but I'm going to mute you because I have to multitask here.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay.
And what's your email name? Isn't it just Jill Dalling
It's Jill@daviddalling.com.
But how is that? But what's your Gmail? Is that the Gmail account?
Uh-huh.
Okay. So if I sign in as that, it'll be fine?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
What's my password? Okay.
I'm just waiting here. And then, okay, as soon as I log in, then I'll show people my screen.
Yeah, don't show them all my password.
Yeah.
Okay, while Kelly's pulling that up, I'm curious, did anybody watch that video I posted from Scotty Hobbs?
No.
You know, Scotty's videos sometimes can be a little bit long, so if you don't have a moment, you're kind of like, geez, Scotty, hurry up. But you gotta love the guy, he's a cutie. But he, it's kind of, the video was about putting it all into perspective as far as like what he actually sacrificed and gave up to get where he is. And a couple of people have asked me about that, like what it takes to actually make the money.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, I posted it because I thought it might be of interest to some people to kind of get an idea of what it actually is that you need to do, like showing up for your meetings and, sacrificing some sleep and things like that.
I think I did watch that before. That's why I don't think I watched it again, because I've seen it before, where he talks about how like he woke up at 4 a.m.
Yeah.
It was like hardcore, but obviously it paid off.
Yeah.
Obviously.
I mean, he paid off his house in 2 years and,
Yeah, some crazy stuff.
Yeah.
All right, so Jill, I'm logged in, so I'm going to show everyone, share my screen, and hopefully you guys can see it. Okay, here we go. Can you guys see it now?
We're sharing the screen. Yes.
Oh, there it is.
Okay. So here's Jill's Gmail. So I've already logged in. So when you go here, there's like her, Google Plus, and here's her Gmail account. And then right here where these little squares are, that is her apps, which includes YouTube. Or
mine says Google, like it's not on my email.
Yours says what?
Hang on. No, there we go. Sorry, your pictures were all over top of it.
So you can see like all these little, can you guys see it now?
Yeah.
Okay. And then you click more and it shows YouTube.
Sweet.
So I think it already has an account set up for you. If you have a Gmail, I'm pretty darn sure you have a YouTube. So I'm trying to get this to move.
You do have one.
Yeah. So now watch how freaking easy this is, Jill. If I can get it to work. Crap.
Did it freeze on you?
There we go. So see where it says upload right here in the upper right corner?
Yeah.
Click that. So you already literally have a YouTube if you have a Gmail.
Sweet.
Select files. So I should have downloaded the video that you emailed me, but I didn't. And then you like literally upload it and make it public and title it.
Just like, so what I sent you is just all I click and throw in there and it.
Yeah. So that MP3 that you made with the Zoom, you'll just select that file and upload it. And then you'll have your very first YouTube video.
Yay.
And then you can title it and add little tags and stuff. I always try to title it something like shocking, something that's like get your crap in order or something that's kind of catchy, So, or how to do a 5-day eat clean challenge with Beachbody, like something that someone would search for and be like, I want to do this. And then be like, oh, maybe I should hire Jill. Maybe I should sign up as a coach under Jill. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So anyway, it's really easy. You just click this and then upload your video and then it'll say it's ready and you can edit it. You can pick your thumbnail. Like if you have a weird one that's like positive, you going like this, you can pick a different one. So anyway, and then I know you can like, let's see, and you can make your movies like unlisted. Let's say there's a movie you want to just share privately. Like I have my Beachbody story. That's a private video for now. And if you just make it unlisted, no one can find it except for if they have that exact link. So you can make, that's an option too. But I know you can like customize your YouTube page. I just haven't played around with it yet, but eventually you have like a header and all this stuff. So,
what did you make your video with?
Zoom, like what we're using now.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I do some of my videos with. But you can also use like iMovie is really simple, and yeah, or your phone.
First one I made, the sound didn't work, which is good because it was like 6 minutes long, and I'm like, okay, this is way too long, and I was all blinky and. I looked around the room like 5 times. I'm like, how do you focus and just talk to your computer?
I know it is awkward, but yeah. So, okay, cool. Well, thanks so much, Jill. I appreciate you sharing all this.
I'll send those everything.
Yeah, I'm excited to try them out. So thanks for getting yourself organized so that we can all be organized.
You're welcome.
All right. Well, good night, you guys.
Good night.
Bye.